Jai Gurudev, my name is Dr. Prabhakar Rao, and today I'll be giving a brief introduction to Vedic agriculture. And in this particular workshop, I will be discussing what our ancient ancestors did, dating back maybe even more than 10,000 years. How is it that we had a beautiful, sustainable form of agriculture? You can call it Rishi Krishi or natural farming or Vedic agriculture, whatever the name may be. The fact is that for thousands and thousands of years, this nation, this culture has been practicing a very, very sustainable method of agriculture, which is based on a very holistic understanding of plants, soil, and the interaction with man. It's a very, very holistic way of looking at plants. Plants are not just looked at some kind of a machine that gives us food that we can keep on exploiting. Soil is not considered just as a medium, as a factory shop floor to produce food. You know, the way the soil, plant, and the human interaction is looked at in a holistic way, this is something very special in Vedic agriculture. So we will go actually right back to the Saraswat civilization, the Indo Aryan civilization of Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and all these places. And then we go back to maybe even 10,000 years or even predating that. We will see how this knowledge was given to us, how various people through the millennia have commentated, they have given commentaries on this particular text. And ultimately, this text, which today is known as Vriksh Ayurveda of Surapala, because he is the last well known commentator. But it is not Surapala who created this knowledge. This knowledge existed for thousands of years before him. But he was the last person who put it in a form that all of us could understand. Because today, when I speak about natural farming, everybody thinks about Subhash Palekarji's zero budget natural farming techniques. But that technique is only a culmination of many other experiments to revive the ancient traditions of Vrikshayurveda. I know we have, like for example, Mohan Shankar Deshpande, we had Dabolkar ji, we had all these people who made several attempts to popularize and revive the techniques of Vriksha Ayurveda, you know, and we actually go and explore the text Vriksha Ayurveda itself in this workshop. So we will look at formulations, we will look at formulations for creating biostimulants like giving nutrient boost to the plants, the concepts of mulching, the concepts of making bio pest repellents. What was the philosophy there? We will look at various aspects of how they looked at weed control, you know, and how the plant itself was looked after, was looked at through the eyes of the Tridosha, you know. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, just like we have Vata, Pitta, Kapha in Ayurveda for human beings, in Vriksha Ayurveda, plants also have this three constitutions, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and how the balance of these three doshas is essential for agriculture. It's a fascinating science. So we will look at this, and then we will look at several cutting edge research that's happening right now today, you know, in reviving weed control formulations, in reviving pest repellent formulations, in creating you know, biostimulants, you know, nutrient biostimulants, etc. So these are all very exciting things that we will be looking at. We will also look at the myth of the soil test report, which is the basis of chemical farming, you know. So it's like you know, how far away we are from the truth when we depend on you know, a soil health card and then go to the market and buy fertilizers and pesticides and use it for agriculture. How far from the truth that is. We will look at that in very scientific and in a very deep dive manner. We will also look at the ancient science of Agnihotra. Now, many people know how to do Agnihotra. They know the mantra, they know the process, and they do it as well. But what is the basis of this? Where does this come from? What is the deep dive science behind this? How did the ancients make transmitters, like amplifiers for Agnihotra? Modern cutting edge scientific research to validate the Agnihotra principles, So all this we will look at in the workshop, And finally, gardening hacks. If you have to do chemical-free, sustainable growing of even a few pots on your terrace or balcony, how do you deal with insects? How do you deal with nutrition? How do you deal with it's very simple things that you can do, to lead a sustainable life. So this is a workshop for all of you who have some knowledge of home gardening. You may have done several home gardening courses or natural farming courses, but this is a workshop which takes you to the root of all that. 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, how did it all begin? And what are the gems of knowledge that are stored there that are of relevance to us in our lives today? Today, we know how destructive the toxins in our food and what it is doing to our body. Today, if the coronavirus is having a field day, it is because our immunity has come down. And a lot of this immunity has come down because of the kind of toxic food that we eat. We know the impact of agrochemicals on soil, on our aquifers, on the planet. We understand all this. But what is the solution? And can the ancient science of Vriksha Ayurveda give us solutions and a roadmap for our future? This is what we'll be exploring in our 3-day course. And it's a flexi timing. So on these 3 days, it's 2-hour capsules, which you can watch at your convenience, whatever time.
The course donation is 1000 Indian rupees, and the link for the registration is given here as well as in the description below. So you can, register for the course by clicking on the link. It will take you to the payment gateway and you can finish the registration. The recordings will be available for 48 hours after each session. So even if you miss the session, you can on that particular day you can still make up for it on another day. So these are the advantages of this flexi format viewing. Also, here are the numbers for any clarifications. You can reach out to any of these numbers and they will help you.